So many men are jealous of their partners, and it's actually so wild to me. Something about pitching feels so close to begging. It's like, I'll get your pens, please. The way that you talk to yourself is so important. Hey guys, welcome back to another Yappings video. I'm so excited. It's been so long since I've done a Yappings video. My beard washed me ear, put it up. I'm having a little wine, so let's get to talking. Let's chat. So these are just random topics in my mind. TBH. So like more and more I'm realizing that men have this thing where they want to try and find very well off, very independent women, very ambitious women who are doing well for themselves. They like to get those type of women, and then when they get them, they try and bring them down. They constantly try to bring them down to size because the man just starts to feel insecure. Like, I've been seeing it time and time again happen to other women. I've experienced it. Like, it's just absolutely crazy. And even as you get back of Mormon wives, y'all know Jen and Zach, if you guys watch it. And that man was not used to her being the breadwinner, and he used to try and just bring Jen down to size. And they try and do that by either being disrespectful. They try and keep it from going to things that would further you. So try to create hindrances for you sometimes, and it's just absolutely crazy. Because if it's one thing that you think that your partner is somebody who would support you and stand by you and push you to be better. But yeah, I had to talk about this because it came to my attention that actually so many men are jealous of their partners, and it's actually so wild to me and actually so scary. And the thing is, when you're in it, I'm sure that you don't even realize it, but like there's so many men who are jealous of their partners. Mark my words, guys. Mark my word. Anyways, the next thing I'll talk about is pitching. This is completely separate from that, but pitching to brands. Can somebody explain to me why pitching feels so close to begging? And the thing is, I'm very pro pitch. So like, for example, for me, I have pitched to brands before and I've gotten through, or they think that I'm better for a different campaign and I've gotten through for that. So like, I've pitched and it has worked, right? Pitching works, and even if you don't get through at that point in time, they actually have it in mind. Like if something else comes up, then they're like, oh yeah, they have it in mind. So I'm very pro pitch, but something about pitching feels so close to begging. It's like, I'll get your pens, please. It's just like, oh my gosh, you see me working hard, you see me being consistent, you see me getting views, just use me. But like, sometimes that's not how it goes. I have to just pitch, but I normally, or my thing is that I tend to pitch to brands who I've worked with before. So I will pitch to you. What I do is, normally I do my investigations. So I normally scroll their media, look at what campaigns they're running, and then cater my pitch based off of that, because I want whatever I'm pitching to them at this point in time to be relevant to them. You cannot pitch them something that's not relevant or something that they're not trying to push at this point in time. You have to pitch them things that they're actually trying to push at this point in time. So I do that. I normally send them an email because I would have had a contact with them from working with them prior, and sometimes I'll send a DM to like say, hey, send an email, blah, blah, blah. But that's what I normally do. I normally pitch to persons who I've worked with before. I don't think I've pitched to anybody outside of who I've worked with. I don't think so. But that's normally my trick. No lie, I have pitched to somebody outside of. Yeah, I have, but like that was recently done. I haven't heard back as yet. But anyway, this feels so close to begging, bro. I don't know. It's a little too close. A little too close. But they're like, oh my gosh, fit me, please. Fit me. And I hate it. I hate begging people. But I find that I really am trying to like make it out the hood with my content. So I'm trying to really get more out there. So I will not stop pitching because pitching does work for me. So yeah. So some of these campaigns that you'll see me in, sometimes I pitch it and I get through. So believe. Okay. So segueing into something else, which is literally the self-doubt. Like, even though I have been pitching a lot recently, I'm very scared when it comes down to pitching, and I suffer sometimes from like a little bit of self-doubt. I am a very delusional person, right? But I still have a little voice in my head that's like, bitch, you ain't good enough. Sometimes my other voice in my head is actually louder, where it's like, yeah girl, they got this. I still get a little whisper of that little negativity in my head sometimes, and it's kind of, it's something I try to deal with, because sometimes I struggle with a lot of negative self-talk, believe it or not. And it's been something that I've also been struggling with recently, because I've been starting to kind of, even sometimes, and I didn't realize that it was negative self-talk. Like sometimes I'll joke about something about myself, but it's something negative. I'm like, recently I've been starting to believe those, because I've been joking about it and saying it so much that I've been starting to believe them. So like recently I've been telling myself, oh my gosh, you're like as big as a whale. But now I'm actually starting to believe that I'm actually very, very big and fat. And that's how I know the way that you talk to yourself is so important. So important. And when you hear something over and over, eventually start to believe it. Because I essentially tricked myself into body dysmorphia. Because now I do think that I'm actually big and fat. Which, when I say it out loud, I know it's not true, but there's a little voice in my head still, right? So I've been trying to be more positive with myself, and to talk more positive things over myself, because I want to believe those things. I don't want to believe the negative things, you know. But yeah, that was a little side thing. But back to the whole self-doubt. So like, I do experience that a lot, and there's just so much uncertainty. And even, you guys know, me being a doctor, me not really wanting to be a doctor, it's turned my life upside down, because I truly don't know what else to do with my life. So there's just so much uncertainty with that, and it's kind of scary. But I've just been trying to take things day by day, to be honest, because what else can I do? I can't do anything else but take it day by day. And there's just something about, and I've spoken about it before, there's something about being this age and just not knowing. When I was younger, I wasn't really worried about what comes next too tough, but at this age I find myself worrying about what's coming next, because you know, you want to be doing well enough that you can take care of yourself and your family, and you just, and not only your family, like you're married and have kids, but like your parents, grandparents, that you want to be able to can take care of things, you know. Sometimes there's just so much to think about, but what I've been trying to do is just take things day by day, you know. That normally helps me a lot. So yeah, well, this episode started on a high note and got depressing very quick, because how did I get to be on train life? But yeah, this latter part of the video is for those who watch Secret Life of Mormon Wives. If you don't, then you're gonna kind of end the video here. But let's chit chat a little bit. That's only 5 minutes. I did not see Demi getting that intense in season 2. Like, and I think I saw it somewhere where somebody was saying that the only reason why we liked Demi in season 1 was because she was being mean to the person that we all didn't like, which was, I think, Whitney. But now that she's being mean to Taylor, we hate her. But I don't know, my thing is, I feel like Demi just wants to be the head of Mom Talk, and I just feel that she just wants to basically just rule everything, and the way that she's going about it is so poor. So poor. The way how she's talking to Taylor, the way how she's talking to Taylor's mom, like everything is just so disrespectful. And then you have Jessie. Even though Jessie, I did start to hate her throughout the season, but then towards the end, I'm like, you know what? I actually kind of do like her now. I just realized that she was just trying to, like, it was like Demi was the leader, and then Jessie was just following back her. And also the fact that Demi spoke that shit about Jessie's business, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Because ain't no way you have a best friend and you're turning somebody away from her business. Ain't no way. Then you have Taylor. Taylor, I think we'll always love Taylor because she's very real. She never pretend like that is, and her aura, her energy is really, really good. Whereas Demi, then Michaela spoke up more this season, and I really love to hear more of her story. That was nice. Lena, I don't know, Lena is like a side character. I don't know, she doesn't really give, like, I don't really get nothing from her too tough. Macy, I love Macy down. I feel that she's the only one who is not problematic in this series. I hope she stays that way. Perfect. Who else? Whitney. Can't I remember Whitney because she shouldn't exist to me, you know. Whitney is actually, she left Mom Talk and then decided that she wanted to come back because she saw how well it did. That's the only reason why the girl want to come back. And the only reason why she and Demi are now so close is because they both hate Taylor. But I don't think that Whitney's a good friend. I don't think that Demi is a good friend either. Like, they seem like very rotten, wicked people, to be honest. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna end this Yappings here. Finish up my wine. And I will catch you guys next week, Wednesday, in our next Yappings video. Let me know down in the comments what y'all want me to discuss in the video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.